Okay, and let's start to get our hands a little bit dirty, because if you understood these previous concepts, feel free to rewind. Feel free to come back to the previous part of the video to check all the details out. All of this that comes after that should be, I will not say easy, because life is never easy to anyone, but it could be a little bit more better for you to absorb that information from this point on. Okay, so let's go back to our files. Let's just clear this and do a long list. So there we go. We have our folder and now have our file. If I list the long listing, you'll see all these properties, read, write, and all of that good stuff we just have discussed. Now, let's imagine you want to change, for example, the owner. Okay, so right now the owner is root, the group owner is root. Let's say you want to change this for some reason, and you are entitled to. So you can do this in two different ways, at least two different ways. Don't forget that there is always more than one to do the same thing. I will not specify all of the ways. I mean, that's pretty normal, but I will show you two. So we can do two commands. One is called the change owner. Okay, so let's say I want to change the owner of the file. I forget which users I have here available, so I work with so many machines, I forget. So let's check the possibility file. So, okay, I have student, I have Alice, and I have Bob. Okay, so let's go here again. So let's do the change owner, and let's say I want to change the sample file. Oh, of course, before that it's the owner, the new one. Let's say Bob sample file. Okay, there we go. Now if I go back, now Bob is the owner, so I did it with the change owner. If I want to change the group, I can do the change group, and I say Bob can sell. Let's check the groups. Let's check the groups also. See group. So let's call sec admins. That's fine. So let's use this one. So let's do change group. We just paste or type the name and sample file. There we go. So I have made, by using these two commands, I can, this changes the owner of the file, this changes the group of the file. Pretty simple, nothing too complicated. It's pretty straightforward if you ask me. So going back here. Now, if you want to be more pro, you can use only the change owner command. Okay, if you want to be a little bit more pro, you can do the change owner command to do both. So you can do something. Let's say I want to put it back to root. So I can do root column root sample file. Okay, this changed both at one sitting. Or you can do column and the other guy, which is sec, I forget, sec admins. So I'm hitting the tab key to complete, to get some hints. This changed on the group. Okay, so if you use a change owner, you can use the user column group technique, and you can change one, the other, or both at one sitting, or you can use the change owner and change group commands separately to change both. So both of them are correct. Both of them are just fine. You can just choose one or the other, and it's all fine and dandy. So right now, root is the user that owns the file, and secadmins is the group that owns the file, which is fine by me so far. Now let's change these guys there, the effective standard permissions. Let's change these two right here, which is fine. So here I have two options. I will start by I call it the alphanumeric. It's not correct, but alphanumeric. Some of you guys are just cringing right now, but it's fine. Just comment down below if you are cringing or not. But he's using the actual letters. So let's do the command to do this is the change owner command. Okay, the change owner command will allow us to change the own. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Chmod, that's the right one. So we will use the change mode command to change permissions. Okay, And then you can do something like, for example, let's say I want to give the root user the execute permissions. I want to give root the execute. What I do is user, give it execute, and the file name. I'm using a file as an example, but you can do it on a folder. It's the same thing. These commands I have been showing you guys. It's the same thing for a folder. It's exactly the same thing. Okay. So there you go. The root user now has execute. Not too bad. If you want to give it out, if you want to remove it, you just need to remove it. There you go. The first one gave the permissions. The second one actually removed the permissions, and it's all fine and great. Now, if you want to do something for the group, you can do like this. If you want to do for the others, you can do like this. If you want to give it to multiple people, you can do user group. You can do user others. You can remove, and you get the idea. It's very visual. It's simple. It's kind of what you see is what you get, and you're good to go. The other one that you probably saw people doing is the chmod and doing some crazy numbers. That's the binary method. Let me explain this, how it works in a second. So the binary method, it's as follows. So we need to kind of understand a little bit of how binary works. I will not give you a throughout explanation of how binary works, but I will give you the simplest part, the enough for you to understand this. So let's represent here 3 bits. Let's put 1, 2, 3 bits. Why 3? Because we have read, write, and execute. So that's enough for our intents and purposes. So we have 3 bits, and each bit represents the kind of permission, read, write, and execute, which is fine here. Cool. Now what we do here is just to activate the bits we want. Well, I just said it the other way around. Deactivate the bits we don't want and activate the bits we do want. And remember, and you need also to remember, it's decimal value. It's a decimal value. So let's say we have the 3 bits, and this is worth 1. This is worth 2. This is worth 4. So it's just a matter of doing combinations of this. So let's say I want to do read nothing, nothing. I will activate this bit. I will deactivate the other 2. Which means it's 4 plus 0, which is 6. Wow, I'm really bad. 4, of course. Jesus, man. Okay. So let's say I want to do write WX, activate, do not deactivate. And this is going to be 4 plus 2 plus 0. Now we have a 6. Let's say I want to do 1, 1, 1. This is 4 plus 2 plus 1, which equals 7. And I think that's all of them, except of course the activate nothing, which is obviously nothing. So this is how it's done. Let's go back to the console now, so we can actually see it. So I can do something like, let's say the end result is read, write, nothing, read, write, nothing, read, nothing, nothing. This is what I want to obtain. So I can do chmod. So if it's 664, and the file or folder, and result. Okay. Let's say the result that I want is like this. So then it's going to be 644. There we go. Let's say I want to make this like this. So which means that the others will just get the 0. See, I think you guys get the idea. Like, subscribe, hype, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.